What's up, friends? Happy Friday. It is March 22nd. I'm Hayley Harmon. Lee Cruz is off today, so we got the king of the forecast with us, Chief Meteorologist Bill Mack.
You know, as many times as I've done this, I would think they could digitally just put my face over Lee there in that hole open and just be done with it.
I think so too. I think so too. And just keep it that way every day, even when
well,
you
yeah, we do want to improve things just a bit.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. So that, yeah.
So Lee is on a golf trip with his buddies. So surely right now he's just smoking a cigar and not golfing well, which is what he does.
He's got to be pretty far south, I would think, to try to be pulling that off.
Yeah, I don't know where they went this time.
I mean, yes, our courses are open here, but it's not the best conditions yet.
Comfortable, yes. Tell me about your tie. I'm digging it.
All right, so we've got the Cardinal and Gold tie going here.
What's the deal?
My alma mater plays today, Iowa State.
That's right.
Iowa State, of course, is also in Kentucky's side of the bracket. So how we are looking at this. Now, Iowa State played Kentucky a few years back, and I just hope that Iowa State gave them a game and then Kentucky would win in the end, which is what happened. But for this year, how I'm looking at this, you never forget your first love.
That's true.
Iowa State was my first love, but I married Kentucky.
Okay,
and believe me, I've sent enough money to Kentucky that I've married Kentucky.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so who does Iowa State play today?
We have today Ohio State.
Oh.
And then if we win that game, it's a 6-11 game. Iowa State is the 6.
Okay.
Ohio State is the 11.
Is the 11.
And
they're going down.
Yeah, hopefully Ohio State is. And then we will hopefully take on Houston.
Yeah.
Kind of paving the way so that in the round of 16, Kentucky can beat Iowa State.
That would be cool if they came together. That would be. Yeah. How did you fill out a bracket? Have you done some brackets? Me too.
I did 4 of them, and every one of them I had Kentucky beating Iowa State in the round of 16.
Okay. So. I filled out 2 brackets. If you haven't done it, well, it's too late now. The Hey Kentucky Bracket Challenge, I filled 1 out there, and then 1 we have a pool here at the station that we do just in-house. And the games
we're playing for matchsticks.
We're playing for matchsticks. Games that I couldn't decide on. On one bracket, I picked them. On the other, I didn't. I picked Murray State on one of my brackets, and I was so pumped.
All 4 of mine have Murray State.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I had them on 1, and I was so pumped. So way to go, Murray State. I mean, it wasn't even a game.
No.
They were on fire. Sorry, Marquette.
Yeah, and I have one other thing. Same bracket as Kentucky. But I did the PA for Wofford College for 2 years when I lived in Spartanburg.
Oh, my gosh.
So, you know, all 3 of my teams that I would be rooting for are within 2 games of each other.
Your life is culminating here in this March Madness.
I peak in 1 weekend.
Yes. Well,
which is the story of my life when you get right down to it.
Yeah. That's true. My Tennessee Vols play today at 2:45, and I'm hoping for it there, so we'll see. Hey, come on.
It's okay.
Okay, that's all we're going to say about it, because I know that's all you guys can handle, and that is okay, but you know I cheer for the Cats too, so go Cats. I was watching them last night. Speaking of not even a game.
Yeah, they looked good.
They looked amazing. So
we want PJ to heal quickly.
Yes. Oh my gosh, definitely. So everybody's kind of waiting to hear what the heck's going to happen there. So of course we'll keep you up to date here on LEX 18 with that. Okay, so here's what's coming up on the show today. Our Month of Madness series continues. We're going to Lexington's Woodcraft. Have you ever done any woodworking or anything?
I am just good enough to be dangerous.
Right.
Yeah, I still have all fingers, so I'm not. Yeah, it's all fine with that.
Good.
Yeah.
So the thing with Woodcraft, they're here in Lexington, so if you're into woodworking, I mean, they're just a massive store. They've got anything you need. But what Lee and I went and did, they have a ton of classes now that you can go. They teach blacksmithing.
Oh,
they teach.
I'm going to go out and shot a horse.
Oh, yes. It's going to be amazing. They teach you to make your own knife, which was neat. So,
again, something relatively dangerous. Now, what's it like to go into a money machine?
Okay, that's something else we got to do, which was awesome. So we got to go into one of those money machines, you know, that blows the money around. We got to do that recently, too.
My wife got to do one of those once.
Did she? How did she do?
She did actually really, really well.
Really? See, it's way harder than I thought it was going to be. I see now why every time I watch from my couch, I'm always like, oh, these people on TV, they don't know how to get the money. It's crazy. So they have one set up at Newby's Furniture in Harrodsburg, one of our other Month of Madness participants, and we're going to tell you about great deals they have going on and how literally you get in that machine and you get to keep whatever money that you catch.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, so we got to do it. And Lee and I competed to see who could win the most. You'll have to see.
I cannot wait to find out that answer.
All right, let's begin by talking about Kentucky's game last night as we kick off Hot Topics. Yes.
Hot Topics.
Okay, so Kentucky crushed Abilene Christian in their first game of the NCAA tournament.
Yes, well done, Mr. Burgundy, not to read what's on the prompter.
Yeah, our prompter says the SEC tournament. That's not right. NCAA tournament, they won 79-44. Kentucky advances to Saturday's round of 32, as Bill said, to take on Wofford College. So good game last night. I know everybody was upset that PJ wasn't going to be there, but
the cast is still a scary thing.
Yeah, I know. We'll see what happens there. We'll
Absolutely.
see. But Kentucky looked awesome last night. And Abilene Christian, they just seem like such a nice group of guys, and their coach seems really nice. Yeah. And they were just so excited to be on the main stage.
Happy to be there.
Yeah, which was nice.
You know, nobody on God's green earth expected them to win.
No,
but it was still nice, although Iowa State does have the distinction of being a 2 that lost to a 15.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, yay. That was fun.
That always is a nice memory. Okay, so we're going to cheer on the Cats. They play tomorrow. What time do they play?
Sometime in the afternoon.
Sometime in the afternoon? Okay.
Do we have a time?
Do we have a time? We'll find out. 2:40. Go Cats. We'll watch them tomorrow. Okay, a family in the UK, or actually I should say a family has gone viral after a woman shared a picture of her mom's creative hairstyle for her 4-year-old sister. The little girl was celebrating crazy hair day at school. It took about 25 minutes to put together the creation. That's awesome. She transformed her hair into the doll Ariel. You see Ariel is pushed down into her hair, then they spray painted her hair green to represent Ariel's tail, the mermaid, of course. Okay, that's awesome.
Little Mermaid more than any guy should ever have to watch. But that was right at the time my daughter was of that age. And oh my gosh, did we watch over and over and over again.
It was like the OG Frozen, like how big Frozen is now.
The OG?
OG means original.
Okay.
Slang for original.
Okay, thank you.
The OG.
I didn't know I needed a little pamphlet to keep up with all the lingo here.
I'm trying to stay young, so I try to pick up the things the kids say, and then I share them with Lee so we can both be V cool.
That's kind of, I don't know, cray-cray.
No, William, look at you. Even Jill's cheering for you over there. Are you 18?
No, my wife says I'm 55 going on 15.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, Bill, you want to tell us this next one?
Sure. A family in the UK is offering a $53,000 a year to a part-time nanny willing to dress like a Disney princess every day.
If they wanted them to dress like Ariel, Bill, you could fit that bill.
Candidates will be taking care of 5-year-old twins by playing the parts of Princess Anna, Merida, Belle, Cinderella, and others. Duties include picking up the twins from school 4 days a week. No word if it's in a pumpkin carriage. Organize Disney-related activities, bake, sing, and cook dinner for them, much like Snow White. The parents are hoping that the nanny will teach their children about strong female role models and instill important values such as determination, fearlessness, and compassion.
I mean, it's a lot to ask of your nanny, especially if they're just part-time. Like every other, she's like, okay, I gotta put on this costume.
There are so many ways we can go down this road, and I get into trouble every single one of these. So yeah, that's just an interesting concept.
Interesting concept. I wonder how much they're willing to pay.
A good well, I said 53,000, I think.
Oh yeah, okay, a year. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
And part-time. I blanked out when you said the 53,000. That's where Lee is. He's going to be a Disney princess for a lovely family. Have you seen the new Progressive commercial with Flo? How they keep saying she's the maid.
I'm not a maid.
I'm not the maid. And it looks like a 90s sitcom. Yeah. I love that commercial for some reason. It is so funny. It just made me think of that. I'm not the maid. Yeah. Hey, or whatever he says. Hey, family, who's your new maid?
Start this around, that I'm not the. I'm here subbing for Lee. I am not the maid.
You're not the maid. Yeah. I make Lee clean up everything. A Texas woman has filed a lawsuit against an Olive Garden, claiming that she was burned by a piece of a stuffed mushroom that got stuck in her throat. Ouch. According to court records, Danny Howard filed the case on March 8th. She claims the restaurant didn't make her aware the mushrooms were extremely hot.
Were they cooked?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
in the lawsuit,
kind of implied.
Yeah, in the lawsuit, she claims that there was no admonishment or warning that the mushrooms were particularly hot or carried the risk to cause severe burns. She's asking for $1 million in damages. Anyone else thinking of the original, the McDonald's hot coffee lawsuit? Which, if you actually read into, that's a little bit, the coffee was, really hot.
Because it's supposed to be.
It is.
You did not ask for iced coffee.
Yeah.
But did you try chewing your food so that it would, you know?
Yeah, did she just?
Yeah.
It's not an oyster. You gotta chew
Which would
it.
also probably be cold, I would think.
Yeah, exactly. $1 million though. And I want to know how severe her injuries were.
Yeah.
If it was like beyond the register of normal hot food that you order, if it was like something crazy had happened.
7,000 degrees when it came out.
Then I totally get it. But otherwise, it seems a little fishy, little seeking the moolah.
Yes. 71-year-old Minnesota man has reportedly broken a world record for planking. Andy Steinfeld supposedly broke the Guinness Book of World Records this week for his age group, which I did not know there were age groups.
Yeah.
Reportedly holding the plank for 38 minutes. The previous record was 36 minutes and 58 seconds. Just make it 37 minutes.
Yeah.
Guinness still needs to confirm Steinfeld's time.
He's 70 years old, 71.
He's got a guitar player there. What?
I mean, literally, when I'm in a yoga class or in any class and they say, let's do a plank for 30 seconds, I'm like, nope. I can't. I hate it so much.
I don't think I've ever done that.
I mean, it's good for your core and stuff, but I'm just, no. One minute. I start shaking after like 20 seconds.
And he's moving positions there, too. I mean, I thought you had to, like, don't you have to be rigid and...
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't see planks of wood moving around and adjusting themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
I miss when the craze was to plank randomly. You remember that? It was one of those internet challenges, and you had to be planking anyway. Do it.
I'm not always that hip. I pretend to be when I'm here, and so yes, I did see it, Haley.
And you did it, and you won. Yeah. You are so good. This is awesome. 2 men in Nebraska were cleaning up from flood damage there, which, as you know, has been a serious issue. When they discovered this, a refrigerator still packed with ice cold beer.
Now it is Busch Light, so let's not get crazy here.
Yeah. They trekked through waist deep water, ice jams, and washouts to get to it. The men touched base with the owner of the fridge and promised to return it once the roads cleared up, but they said it was going to be missing a couple of beers.
Yeah, they get a finder's fee for that.
Yeah, a little finder's fee. It looked like he had 1 can of Bud Light, so hey, it's not all.
It's not all for loss.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's a flood. You get what you get.
You get what you get, exactly.
It's kind of like the scene from Animal House where during the parade and the kid's sitting in his bedroom and the float. You know, they tossed up and the Playboy bunny lands in his bed and he goes, "Thank you, God."
Yes, thank you, God.
Same thing walking through the floodwaters there. Thank you, God.
Oh, yes. Man, I love Animal House. That's such a good movie. Love, love, love. A koala was found sneaking into a car to enjoy some air conditioning in Australia. An Australian man who left his car running for his dog returned to find the stowaway. Oh. Tim Withrow hopped out of his car, leaving the AC running and the door open. When he came back, the koala was inside, enjoying the AC. It's summer in Australia. After a bit of convincing, the koala eventually jumped out and scurried away. I wonder what the guy's dog thought of it, if the dog was also in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure the dog was like, something's happened.
Did they have the window cracked for it at some
point? I guess I think he jumped out, left the AC running, and then, yeah.
They're cute.
My
daughter spent a semester in Australia and said that they were just adorable.
That's awesome. When I was a kid, I always thought koalas were like the coolest. That would be pretty neat.
Little teddy bears.
Not that I want it in my car, a wild one, but
yeah.
I do want to see one.
Because they're all tame. They're all.
Right.
Yes.
No.
Disney Pixar has released the trailer for Toy Story 4. Woody, voiced by Tom Hanks, and Buzz, voiced by Tim Allen, are back with their pals, Bo Peep, Slinky Dog, Rex, Ham, and other friends. They find themselves in a new room with the girl from Toy Story 3, Bonnie. When Bonnie brings home a toy she created, Forky, the toys take an unexpected road trip. The director says, like the other 3 Toy Story movies, it's packed with emotional punches. Toy Story 3 was sad. The director says this movie does not disappoint. Here's a clip.
Bonnie made a friend in class.
Oh, she's already making friends.
No, she literally made a new friend. I want you to meet Forky.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Ah!
He's a spork.
Yes, yeah, I know. Forky is the most important toy to Bonnie right now. We all have to make sure nothing happens to him.
Woody, we have a situation.
I am not a toy. I was made for soup, salad, maybe chili, and then the trash.
Buzz, we've got to get Forky.
Affirmative.
Toy Story 4 hits theaters this summer on June 21st. Even just hearing the theme music there gets me excited. It's Toy Story, since they've come out with so many, it's one of those children's movies that hits a lot of generations. Like, I was pretty young when the first one came out, and it's just, yeah, it's exciting.
It is cool, and it's a nice movie and probably has a good message for the kids.
Yes, it does. Oh, love it. Okay, those are today's Hot Topics.
Coming up, it's a fight for the cash. Hayley and Lee will take you to Newbie's Furniture, where they literally have cash up for grabs. We'll be right back as our month of madness continues.
That was horrible. Look at that.